This podcast provides a platform that will share many different points of views that should empower you, uplift you, make you want to go out and do right. When you hear the term still a man, say, yes, I am. Still a man. Yes, I am. Still a man. Yes, I am. Let's go.
What's up, people? Welcome to the Still a Man podcast. Tonight, we are going to be talking about Sean Combs, aka P. Diddy. Now, about sometime this year, about in May, we had a glimpse into this whole legal issues that Puffy was having, or is having, let me say. So we kind of took a glimpse into it. Tonight, we're going to attempt to pull back the curtain a bit further, but knowing my platform like I do and the panel members, you guys are going to probably just rip the curtains down. So let's just go ahead and rip it down from the beginning so we don't have to be worried about trying to keep it posted. All right, so let's say Cassandra Ventura, she's basically the catalyst of all of P. Diddy's legal issues. She basically opened up the floodgates. She's not the first one to bring suit against him, but she is the one that opened up the floodgates. All right. So back in 2016, Puffy was caught on the hotel cameras beating this young lady, and then he allegedly he paid to make it go away. Charlie Dottie had the only copy of the video, but it got leaked in May. What was it? No, yeah, it got leaked this year in 2024 after the settlement. So Cassie basically filed suit against him in November of 2023. And then I think it was a day later or something like that, he settled with her. And again, this has opened up the floodgates. And then they had this law in in New York. I forget what it's called, the Survivors Act or something like that. And then all these other cases started resurfacing, old and new. So, all right, we're going to get into it. Gregory, you got the document. We're gonna refer
Yes, I do.
to this timeline. It's a document that tells you all the Sean Combs cases, the cases that were brought against him. It reads like a who, and you got who's who, and you guys are gonna be.
They got docket numbers and whatnot.
Yes, it got all that. So if you just give us a chance, we're gonna try to go through it. Some people may be called upon to read certain things. That's if you choose to do so. I know there's some people that's running late. Once they come in, wait for a break in discussion, and then we'll just bring them right into the fray. All right, let's get it started. Gregory, you want to go ahead and share that document with everybody?
Gotcha.
And everybody else, feel free to pull up yours. You can do a split screen on your own device.
Gregory Lacey's screen tab selected.
All right. Everybody got it?
Uh-huh.
Everybody got it? Patsy's only one.
Yes, I got it.
All right. Dude, I'm gonna ask you to read case number 1.
So you want to read the interlude first? It says self-proclaimed bad boy.
Okay.
Hold on, Diddy Combs is facing serious
Hold on, guys. Hold on.
legal because it's not the case yet.
Hold on. We don't need no introduction G to Diddy. Everybody know we've been basically on this ride since the 90s. So we don't need no introduction. We're gonna go right into it. We're gonna dive right into it. Go ahead, dude. Read the first.
Listen,
I don't have my glasses on, so this stuff look blurry to me. So somebody else got to
All
read
right,
this.
so Gregory, you want to read the first
That's
one?
the Rodney Jones dude
No, it
shit.
ain't
It
Timmy.
says Rodney Little Rod Jones Jr.,
That's
a
right. I
record
know,
producer
kid.
from
Cut that
Chicago.
out. Don't try to do that to me.
Hold on,
You
Gregory.
already
trying to
know that.
read, Timmy.
Hold on, Gregory. Hold on, Gregory. Timmy, what I'm trying to tell you is let the person that I called upon read it so that way we don't have no issues. We're going to refer to the document and then we're going to move on. Go ahead, Gregory.
Rodney Little Rod Jones Jr., a record producer from Chicago, filed a 105-page federal complaint against Combs, accusing him and the people who he works with of being a part of an illegal racketeering enterprise. Jones allegedly in his complaint that he has says, I guess it's supposed to say, says that he has irrefutable evidence of the accusations used in distribution of ecstasy, cocaine, GHB, ketamine, marijuana, and mushrooms. The displaying and distribution of unregistered illegal firearms and solicitation of minors and sex workers. Excuse me. According to Jones, as he alleges in the complaint, Combs reached out to Jones in 2022 to help him produce songs, but Jones claims the works Combs required of him went far beyond producing music. He claims in a lawsuit that he was tasked with producing drugs and soliciting sex workers to perform sex acts of pleasures of Mr. Combs. Jones alleges that Combs also required him to tape these sex acts, and Combs would often threaten and inflict bodily harm on him if he did not comply to his demands. Jones alleges that the complaint that Combs kept specific bottles of alcohol designated for females on hand, and according to Mr. Jones, Mr. Combs forced all the women to drink laced Dillion liquor. Upon the information and belief, Mr. Combs laced the liquor with ecstasy, the lawsuit claims. He also accuses Combs of sexual harassment and assault for allegedly grabbing him without his consent and forcing him to work while Combs paraded around naked. Jones also alleges that Combs once left him alone in a makeshift studio on a yacht with Cuban Gooding Jr., who he said then began touching and groping and fondling his upper thighs near his groin. He said Gooden did not stop until he forcibly pushed him away.
That's it?
When it went left field, February 2nd, 2024, in Manhattan's federal court.
All
What's
right.
the status?
Hold on, Jay. Yeah, go on and read the status and then we'll move on because some of these are long. Go ahead, Jay.
Ongoing, Jones' lawyer has accused Combs of harassing behavior, including manufacturing stories about plaintiff on TMZ dispatching his agents and harass plaintiff 8-year-old daughter, the mother of his child, and exes. Whoever wrote this, he sucks at writing.
Don't worry
Ex-spouses,
about this.
all of whom have expressed fear and potential harm by defendant Combs.
All right,
Jones
pause, because that's a lot. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna give people the gist of it, and then we're gonna move on. We're gonna give them the status of the case, and then we're gonna move on because a lot of this stuff you probably already know. So let's because we got a lot to cover. All right, so let's
Here's the
see.
document number.
Gigi, you with us?
Yep, I'm here.
Okay.
All right, Gina, you want to read
I'd
the
like to
next?
see document number, court document number.
Reading tab selected.
All right, so let me say this to you, Timmy. If you need to see the doc numbers, all you gotta do is look at the document that you have. It may or may not give you that information. Gigi, you with us?
I'm sorry.
No. If you
I'm
can't,
doing
don't worry about it. If you can't, you can't. All right,
this. Hold on.
I'll come back to you. I'll come back to you.
Okay.
Big Bird, you with us?
Yep.
Are you somewhere where you can read the next one, or are you driving?
I'm high. I ain't reading shit.
All right. Let's go over this first one. Let's just do it this way. Let's go over that one. What do you got, Bird? Let me ask you this. What do you know about this case? Do you believe Little Rod? Do you believe that he was manhandled by Puffy and he was forced
From
to
Tanya to
take
everyone calling.
these sex acts and stuff like that?
I believe it's all true about him. And there's going to be more coming out the gate talking some nonsense, but everyone's coming out now.
This unbelievable sequence dress on.
All right. So,
Even the liars are coming out. Shit, I was at a free guard. Fuck that. I want some money too.
hey, you better be careful about saying that. You know, them people gonna be indicted. Whoever that is, turn your TV down, mute your TV. Tanya, thank you for joining us. I'm gonna give you a moment to get situated, and then I'm gonna come right to you. Patsy.
Holly Barbarino's in the house. And
Kiana, Uncle Rob,
yep, Kiana,
Diddy,
yep.
All right.
Tanya all just
Welcome, everybody. Welcome. So right now we just
Diddy.
went over Little Rod's claims, his against Diddy. Patsy, how you feel about this this young man saying that he was forced to not only take the act but participate, and he was beaten when he chose not to do it. And I think he said he was forced to take drugs too. Do you believe that?
I believe some of it, but not all of it. But who knows what happened behind closed doors? How it came about, like in taping the stuff, whether it's forced or not. But yeah.
So we get the background singers, the background wannabes, the background noises, everything under control.
Okay, we're on tape right now.
Go ahead, Patsy.
Yeah, no, that's pretty much what I was finished.
Okay.
I just felt like, who knows?
All right. All right, thank you. We're gonna go to Timmy next. Timmy, what do you believe that Little Rod's story? Do you believe that he was forced to participate in this behavior?
Of course. Because if you spike in the women's drink, their bottles of whatever champagne they popping, it's already poppable because they put the drugs in there. Okay, so now they just waiting for them to ask for drinks. So why wouldn't he do it to the ones that he feel like he wants? So I believe it 100%, and this is why he's going down. This goddamn Harvey Weinstein motherfucker.
All right.
All right, we want to be brief, but we want you to be brilliant. We got a lot to cover. We're gonna go to Dude next. Dude, what's your feelings about these charges, these claims against him? What Little Rod is making.
Say that again because you kind of faded away a little bit.
How do you feel about Little Rod's claims? You just heard Gregory read the document and the claims that was brought against him, the charges brought against him.
Oh, I believe him. I believe him very much well, even the force part, because we're looking at, like, a lot of people think Michael Jackson was soft, but then you hear and now that you see what he was trying to do and who he went up against, and he was telling you who the evil people was. Michael Jackson was gangster, and Puff Daddy looks soft compared to Suge Knight, but he's more cold and calculated than Suge Knight. But Suge Knight looks like he could be intimidated, but Puff Daddy's he's a sociopath, a psychopath, whatever one you want to call it. That's what he is. Yes, I believe it. Yes, he's done that. And like Bird says, the reason why he got so much power because he was drugging motherfuckers up and then raping them, filming that shit. And now you got him on tape and I'm comfortable. No one wants to see that shit. And you're gonna say, but I was drunk, I was raped. They're gonna like, nigga, fuck you, you getting fucked in the ass. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck
And
your ass.
that's how he
Take
took
that.
power. And that's how he had everybody doing what they want, because he had something on everyone.
Yeah, that's why the cameras is in the house.
Okay.
Got the
Mhm.
camera.
Okay.
You know who the most powerful, if you go to a town and the most powerful person in the town is the one who controlled the ladies. You know why? Because the ladies get all the information and bring it back to that man. Just like if you have a brothel and he's pretty much doing the same thing. He got his entourage around him. Everybody, all his artists, he uses artists to generate people to come there, and he uses artists as the and he sold them all out too. That's why they all look at
Yeah.
every artist that was on there. They all either went crazy, they're all drugged out or in jail because he had them in.
Yeah.
You take
Or
niggas off
dead.
the street. I'm gonna say it this way because I need you to understand. You take niggas off the street that are hardcore that really don't know about the industry, then you fuck them in the ass and got them on tape after you drugged them. You know what this does to their mind? Either makes them want to kill, or then and if you can't kill because you ain't got the power to kill this nigga, then you don't know what to do. You either submit or you go back to the streets, and then you're going crazy because you don't let another man violate you. Now you know what
And
it now. Sorry, baby.
don't let
Now
the
he
hood
knows
know
what.
about it.
Now this man knows how a woman felt when she's violated. So I bet you he respect the woman from this point on.
Okay. All right, Sean, let's get your perspective on it. Do you believe these allegations that Little Rod is made?
Yes, sir. I've been hearing this ever since Diddy became who he was. And for me, this is I mean, it's everywhere, but because we're talking about him, let's just focus on his industry. That's how this industry is even ran.
Mm-hmm.
The powers that be have that kind of control and influence and authority over those that they think that they can dominate like that. So yeah, nothing that's gonna come out is gonna sound far fetched to me.
Okay.
Would you
Hold on,
say
Timmy.
it's
Hold on, Timmy.
entertainment overall because it's
Timmy.
in both worlds, film, TV, and music. So
I'm gonna say this before we go on, guys. I want to hear from everybody. There's a lot of us. So once you had your turn, I'm gonna need you to let everybody else get their turn, so you don't have to hold on until you whistle. There's a lot of us on here, and everybody wants to speak on this, and we got a lot to cover. So I'm gonna ask everybody, once you made your opinion, giving your opinion, I'm gonna need you to just relax. Sean, was you finished? Sean?
Yes.
Was you finished?
Yes, I was done.
All right, we're gonna move on to Gregory. Gregory.
Oh yeah, this is bigger than Puffy. He didn't grow up with no silver spoon in his mouth, Miss Hopkins. But I want to say this Little Rod dude. I don't care when they showed what they showed you. If you didn't try to choke that man, then you should have tried to kill him. Ain't no way I'm coming back to produce music for you, and you're trying to grab my anus and all. You're crazy, dog. Ain't no way, bro. No way you made a whole album with that man. It's crazy.
Okay. Let's go to a lady next. Let's get Gina. You ready to share? Gigi? All right. We're gonna.
All right, I'm doing 100 things right now. I'm so sorry. What was the question?
So the question basically is, do you believe the charges that Little Rod made? Let me give you a real quick an overview. He basically said that he was forced to take and participate in Puffy's sexual festival, and when he didn't choose to do so, he was forced to do so. He was drugged, beaten, raped, and he was a drug mule. All these things.
So I'll just say I believe everything, all the charges against Puffy.
Okay.
Yeah, everything.
Short and sweet. All right, let's go to Kiana. Kiana, welcome, Duchess. What's your views on this Little Rod's claims?
I'm sorry, I don't believe him. If you have the opportunity to go home, you have the opportunity not to participate in your own
Exactly.
forcibly raped. If this happened in
He's
the course
gay.
of a day or course of a weekend or something, but if you were able to go home, you chose to go back.
Okay. All right. Liking that, liking that. All right, let's hear from another woman. Itama, you with us? You guys gotta take your phone off of mute so you can be heard. All right, I'm gonna come back to you. You may be having technical difficulties. Let's go to Robert. Robert, what's your views on Little Rod's claims?
Let's see. We're talking about a person that went there the first time, and he probably was assaulted, but it didn't go all the way through. Well, what I'm going to tell you is this.
No Diddy,
I'm
no
not able
Diddy.
to tell you Little Rod's problem, Rod or Rob, whatever his name is going to be for the day. Puppy, go with your phone. You have the inside of the house and you have the outside of the house. They're partying all over. Inside the house is where you should not have went. Most of the people that stay on the outside stay. They get to run to their cars and get away. The people that go in the house automatically, not only he got bottles sealed for the women, he has a punch laid out on his table. Well, a lot of people don't know inside that punch is cocaine, is K2, is ecstasy, is Viagra, it's like
Molly,
six different things because coke makes you limp.
MDA.
Coke makes you limp. The daggone Viagra is gonna get your blood flowing again with the K2. So now you're high, hard, no blood clots. You're able to do this shit for days and days, and you didn't know you was spiked because you think that is regular drink, and they put food color in there, a pink coloring to make it like a, so they can say it's a pink pill, pink drink. You're getting it in the pill and you're getting it in your drink. So these people don't know what the hell's going on. They walk in. If you have something that punch, you're already messed up. He can take advantage of you, or anyone else that's a part of that play is going to take advantage of you. So it's easy to say you should have just went back out that door. Once you're in there, maybe your cell phones are taken from you. You know, maybe your keys to your cars are taken from you because he already got you drugged out of your being. So now this man coming back, that's, him coming back to the house, he has to come back because Puff already showed him what he had on him. Listen here, this is what you was doing with this man. This is what you was doing with this kid. That man is going to come back every day, every single day. He also told me probably kill his family members. So I believe all the charges on Puff is true. I believe that man was going there because he had no other choice after he entered the home. Like all the other artists said, you should have stayed on the outside in the yard. But I'm going to leave you with this, Dave. Even if you was in the yard, I can't understand for the likes of me what this old-ass 90-year-old lady doing there dancing with Puff Daddy. Who is she? She was Dr. Ruth.
Yeah. That's a sexy
So any and everybody was there, and anything is possible.
Well,
all right, hold on, Timmy, because we just spoke on this. I want to wait. I want to get everybody in before we start commenting on stuff. Robert, I'm gonna move on to Stevie now. Bodega, welcome. Let's get your perspective on these allegations that Little Rod and his legal team has brought against Sean Combs.
But to tell you the truth, I believe it, man, straight up. At the end of the day, we know that money is power, and people said it best when they was explaining Diddy's situation. It happened to him, so he felt that it had to happen to somebody else. You know what I mean? He was taught that if you got something to hold over somebody's head, then you can never go under. And I believe that he ain't the only one like that. I believe that, there's many men of power that got money that's just like that. We got Donald Trumps and all these other people out there that's just like him that got stuff to hold over people's head, to keep it real with you. And this is why they get away with what they get away with.
Okay. So I want to make sure I got everybody. Did I get everybody? Did everybody get a chance to answer that one?
Not Kiana.
Kiana did answer. All right.
Itama didn't.
Itama, are you with us, or are you still having technical difficulties?
The only one you didn't get answer from if Tanya's on this line.
Tanya's on there, but she's doing something. She's gonna let me know when she comes in. All right.
Gregory.
All right, Tanya. Hold on, John. Hold on, guys. Can't be having no sidebar conversations. Tanya, are you with us? You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, beloved. So let's get your views on this. How you feel about Little Rod's accusations made against Mr. Sean Combs?
I believe everything that everybody said because he's disgusting.
Short and straight to the point, huh? All right. So if
can I comment on Uncle Rob's juice thing though, real quick?
Oh shoot!
They said it's not just the punch, Uncle Rob. They said it's in the water, in the Tropicana, orange juice, whatever the case is of their choice.
I said it's just not the punch. He got pills too, and there's other things.
It's in everything.
Yes. So they can't run from it, Dave. In other words, you don't know what you're drinking or what you're eating. He got it in his food.
Yeah. All right. That's Little Rod. Let's move on to the next one. Tanya, you got your document pulled up?
No.
Okay. Kiana, you got your document pulled up?
No.
All right, guys, I need you to pull up your document. So
I mean, every time I try to go to something else, I get kicked out. I've gotten kicked out like 10 times.
Don't do it. It's Gregory. Are we sharing this on the screen?
I'll put it back up.
Yes, please do, so we can go there. Does anybody else have their document pulled up right now?
Gregory Lacey's screen tap selected.
All right, Gregory's going to share it again, and we're going to go on to the second case. All right, you ready, Gregory?
Meeting tab selected.
You want me to read it? I gotta unmute my phone.
You can go ahead and read it.
Gregory Lacey's screen tap selected.
It says case number 2, Jane Doe versus Sean Combs. What does the lawsuit say? Doe alleges that she was gang raped and sex trafficked by Combs and his former president of Bad Boy Records, Harv Pierre, when she was only 17 and in the 11th grade. That's crazy. She alleges she met Pierre in the lounge in Detroit and he told her he was best friends with Combs. Doe claims Combs convinced her to accompany Pierre as a third assailant on a private jet to come to his studio in New York City. She claims she agreed and boarded a jet that flew to Teterboro, New Jersey, and was taken to Combs' studio. She alleges that once there, Combs and his associates, including Pierre, pilled her with drugs and alcohol, and alleged she was subsequently gang raped at the studio by Combs, Pierre, and the third assailant. Her complaint states that while Mr. Combs was raping Miss Doe, he complained that he could not get off unless she pinched his nipples as hard as she could. And Combs then allegedly watched the third assailant rape her while she told him to stop. The third assailant was finished. Mr. Pierre took his turn at raping Miss Doe and then violently forced her to give him oral sex, during which Miss Doe was choking and struggling to breathe, according to the complaint.
Guys,
Meeting tab selected.
Gregory, what's the status of the case?
Oh shit. The status of the case. Hold on, my fault. I
Listen,
took it off.
and leave it up. Why you keep
Status of the
looking
case
down?
ongoing. Combs and Pierre have denied the allegations against them in the case. Combs' attorney has asked the judge to dismiss the entire case and says Combs was the victim of cancer culture and a frenzy in the courts.
Okay,
The
pause.
victim has been attempting to remain anonymous. Judge Jessica J. L. Clark, overseeing the case, has far denied this woman's request to continue to remain anonymous, but has stayed that the ruling until she makes a decision on Combs' motion to dismiss. The judge has given the woman until March 29th to file a response to Combs' dismissal motion.
All right, pause. I'm gonna need you to leave that up if possible. The document. I'm gonna need you to keep sharing. All right, so let's get the ladies' opinions. Let's go to Patty first. Patty, how does this happen? Young lady, 17 years old, ends up on a private jet, takes a flight to another state. How does this happen?
I'm not sure if her parents were really involved or strict. Or allowed her to make her own decision about this. But as her parents, I would have been all up in her business when she's still technically a minor.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I'm not quite sure how she got on that plane without her parents actually getting input or yeah, like where were her parents really, at 17? No.
Good question. Tanya, how
Yeah.
does this happen? She said that they're basically saying he kidnapped her and took her to another state, drugged her, had his way with her, and then returned her.
Well, it sounds like to me that she could have possibly been a runaway or living on I don't want to say living on the street because she was only 17 in the 11th grade. And, can I finish my point?
Go on, I got it next.
That she was only 17, but in a lounge is like a bar.
Mm-hmm.
So you underage in the bar, so you already doing something that you shouldn't be doing. And so you meet someone who say they friends with a famous person, you already like, yeah. I mean, unfortunately, that's what some ladies do.
Mm-hmm.
They're looking for the fun, the glamour, and she got herself in a precarious situation.
So she's starstruck.
Yeah.
Right. Let's get it from another lady. Kiana, do you believe it? How does this happen? Do you believe that this is possible?
I mean, I remember when I was younger, we did crazy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I also know that I was taught one, you don't go nowhere by yourself. So I don't know what kind of friends she had. I'm just gonna go with a bunch of dudes over here. I was taught that would never to do unless you plan on doing things that you might not want to do, but you can't leave yourself open to that situation because you just don't walk blindly.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say I believe it, but I mean, even to go into these places, what kind of who does she know that she had a fake ID? Who does she know that she was able to get on a plane with? I mean, you still have to produce some papers. You just don't walk on stuff. So
Well, it was a private jet. They didn't check for no IDs.
Even for a private jet, you still have to produce stuff. You just don't walk on board.
Not if Diddy's escorting her on.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, that's probably different.
Mm-hmm.
And that probably waives some legalities that the normal regular degular people got to go through, but I'm still a little confused of how she went into a lounge and met a grown man and then thought by going away with this grown man that something wasn't going to happen. That's just pure naivete.
Mhm.
And nobody taught her nothing. And I knew at 17 that stuff was going to happen.
Mhm. All right. Thank you. Gigi, you still with us? Gina? All right, Gina might have stepped away. All right, let's get Robert's perspective. Robert,
No, go to the next man.
my dude, y'all guys
I'm doing
be
something.
ready when I call upon you.
Go on.
You still with us?
Go on.
Steve, are you with us? You guys got to turn your mic on so you can be heard.
What did you call on?
I called on Stevie. All right, you guys, we're moving quick. All right, I'm gonna go to Bird. You still with us?
Yeah.
All right, Bird, what's your perspective on this young lady, starstruck, meets the guy in the bar, says that he's affiliated with Puffy, takes her on a jet ride. They go and she gets intoxicated, drugged, and raped, and then brought back after the whole activities.
You know, that's what it is. That's what happened.
So you
I'm not
believe
I'm
it?
not denying none of it. Yeah, I believe everything about this situation. Just what they doing out here. Ain't just Diddy. They already got a thing out there, Diddy, like looking like Nino Brown, like this is bigger than Diddy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking everybody down.
Okay. Gregory, what's your views on this?
He wasn't raised with no silver spoon, Miss Hopkins. Now listen, my views on this one is they have people out there scouting for this type of stuff. Look at R. Kelly in his cases. He's taking these girls that are 17 because they're looking for a certain type. They have these clubs where these owners already knew this girl was underage and in this lounge and probably pointed her out to the guy that went and told her, hey, I know P. Diddy. And now she's all starstruck, like you said. Next thing you know, she's on a jet to go meet P. Diddy. She didn't know she was gonna get drugged. That's the only part that where it gets crazy. You don't expect stuff like that to happen, but these people with the power do crazy shit.
Can I add something?
Go ahead.
Again, when I was younger, my mother taught us that we don't take drinks from nobody. And again, this is way before any of this stuff was happening.
This was
So,
happening back then. That's why she told you that. You
well,
knew
yeah,
about that dirty shit that was going on in the 70s. Bill
yes. I mean,
Cosby in the
I have an
60s.
aunt
It was definitely going on.
who's not completely right because she was roofied when they was younger. So my mother was big and adamant about you don't take no drinks from nobody, you don't drink after nobody, all this stuff. So I mean, I know everybody was not raised like we was raised.
You don't
but
leave your drink at the table.
absolutely not. If you put it down, it's done. Buy a new one or don't drink.
All right.
So again, these were
I
things that I was
follow
taught
those
way
rules with
before I was going
colors.
to a club.
I
I
take my
think I was
shit
taught
with
that
me.
at 8 years old.
But can I throw something in there?
Yes.
Kiana, are you taking them into the perspective that, yeah, you was taught that, and she might have been taught that as well, but where she is starstruck, you're not.
Right.
You're
Well,
not impressed by anybody.
Right.
that is very true. That's
And
not my
that was her
personality.
drive.
It takes a
And
lot to impress
so,
me. So
and
yeah, I
so,
guess some
so
people are easily influenced
when
That
and
was
some people don't
definitely
have
her
that.
drive.
And then you don't know if she
when
was
you're
with
in
her
that
friends.
environment, if that's your world and you're in that environment and you want to be a part of that world, you're going to go along with whatever it is that you can go along with that you think that you can handle.
Well, that's
No,
true too.
but two, also, Sean, some people go along with because somebody done told I was with such and such, and we had a good time.
Pause.
So
Pause.
they are looking for that moment that they can get their shine in the light where they're at the party and they can come back and brag about they was at a party, a celebrity party, and they was there with such and such was there, and at the end of the night. But now check this out. Before that all started, it was the artist or the entertainer or the actor's word against the supposedly victim, right? Now and then they started doing cameras, you know, recording everything. So if someone did something and they got them on camera, is you can't say that it was this and that. Even if they was under the influence, they got you on camera, so you were consenting now, sort of say, as they had it on camera.
Okay. Hold that thought, Timmy. Dude, let me bring you right into this. Kiana, was you finished?
Yes, I mean, Sean is right.
Man, I
We
was
we
responding to Godmom too. Don't
Hold,
know
we're
if
we're all different.
her friends was there. You know what I'm saying? They didn't tell the whole story. Her friends could have been there, and the dude said to her, "I only want you to come." Or her friends could have been there and told her, "I'm not going with you to go meet Puff Daddy. I don't want to meet Puff Daddy." It could have been something like that. He just still went because she was starstruck.
okay. Dude,
Bro, even as a guy, we were always taught not to drink nothing if you didn't see it. Just like with smoking weed after, don't if you didn't see him roll it, don't smoke it. But some of these people, I know this kid, he came from a good household, had everything that he wanted, but he loved the streets. I'm like, damn, what's wrong with you? You got a good parent, good house, good neighborhood. He said, I don't know, but it's something about the streets that excites me. These girls get excitement by names, by who people are, by money, by fame. They get excited. These girls would do anything. They'll do anything. Not all girls, but these girls that have that excitement, they'll do anything.
yeah. I'm gonna say this real quick, and then I'm gonna go to Robbie. A couple of us, Dude, myself, Timmy, I mean, me and Dude used to manage a female group. And so we was able to rub elbows with some people. And there was a couple times, Dude, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but you had to rein some of the girls back in because they were starstruck being around other people and they forgot that you're trying
Yep.
to sing to that level and they wanted to basically get F for fame, basically. They was down to lay on their back.
Mm-hmm.
So
They sure was.
it's
Yeah,
possible.
y'all laid them on their back too. Y'all was
I
the Diddy. Y'all was Diddy and back day too, huh?
I plead the fifth. Robert,
I
I
plead
bet.
the fifth.
I
Robert,
bet.
we're gonna go to you, Robert.
What do you want, truth
They
serum?
wasn't raised with no silver spoon, Miss
Robbie,
Hardy.
I want to know how you feel about this young lady hopping a jet, going to see Sean Combs. Allegedly she got raped, drugged, beaten, and then brought back home.
That can happen to any female at that age and younger, and even some that's older. It could be in our hometown with the people we're talking to on the phone too. Sitting there holding this discussion.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Gregory,
He just try to
I'm gonna
insinuate
tell you
something
why
I
I
just.
said this. Why I said this. Because when the females have a certain artist that they like and they're crushing on, infatuated with, if they was to come to town, excuse me, if they was to come to town and they pulled them up on stage and freaked with them, danced with them and everything, and told them you can come to the VIP or whatever a little later, they already brain fucking them. So this young teenager, this young, this, I mean, this young teenager, she's already feeling like she was picked out of a bunch. She's the one. I already have an infatuation with this artist, but damn, I feel special even more now.
Yeah.
So she's going in there thinking maybe he might want to have sex. But in my mind, I'm just not going to do it this time, maybe the next time, or maybe further down the line. But I just won't do it this time. She's not knowing this beast of a person already got in his mind. When I get her back there, I'm going to give her the date rape drugs. See, she's not thinking all this is possible. She's thinking, I'm finally going to be able to take pictures and show off to my girlfriends and family members. So that's why I said it can happen to anybody, including people that is holding this discussion with us, because they was young before. They was infatuated with their favorite artist or actor or whatever it may be, sports person. But when you got a chance, you flew on it, and you don't know that they was planning on raping you. So it happened the way that girl said. She wasn't anticipating on everything going numb, her blacking out, and they're taking advantage of her coming to, and they're giving her some more shit to go back out. And when she didn't go back out, they try to force her out by making her cry, gag, and all that other stuff. But the worst thing happens to people when they let their guards down.
Okay. All right, let's get Bodega. You back with us?
Stepped out for a second.
All right.
Yeah, I
Timmy, hold on, Timmy. Hold on. Guys, for real, we got a whole bunch of listeners. I want to make sure everybody's heard. So I don't want it to be a situation.
I didn't answer this question.
I want
You've been answering for everybody.
I want you to wait until
No,
you call. I want you to wait until you call Dawn. Again, let me check on Itamar real quick. Itamar, you back with us? All right.
Whoever Sosa is just left.
Timmy, be brief.
Well, here's the thing. They play on the young mentality. You got to understand a lot of these things are grown ass men. They done been around the block a few times, knocked down a bunch of chicks on tour. So the ones that they really want to get, and if they look like they ain't gonna come up out there just willingly, they got to struggle. And it's a myth when these rappers sit up here and talk about the dying chicks that they've been knocking down, when really they've been drugging them to knock them down.
Okay. Well said. Well said. I'm gonna do something. I don't know if this is the next case, but I want to jump ahead because I think this one is very like it speaks to the character of this celebrity culture. Gregory, you want to go ahead and read the case with Sean Combs and Aaron Hall?
Oh yeah.
Hall?
Yeah.
Aaron Hall.
Don't be afraid, guy.
Can you move ahead to that one?
God.
Do you have it?
Yeah, I have it. I'm pulling it up, big dog.
Everybody else, that cares to read, feel free to pull up your copy of it so that we can keep this moving. Did you find it?
Underdog is on it.
All right. While Gregory is pulling this up, so me and Berg was talking about something earlier, and Gregory, let me know before I even get into this. Does anybody else have the document pulled up on their phone? Anyone?
Yes.
It keep kicking me out, so I don't know what it is.
Was that Sean? Sean, did you say
It's
you have it
the
pulled up?
damn internet on me. They've
Sean?
been acting up all day.
Sean, do you have it
Yes.
pulled up?
I do. Which one are you looking for?
Can you go ahead and read the case with Sean Combs and Aaron Hall?
Is it titled him or is it somebody else's name?
It's
Yeah, that's
somebody
the
else.
problem I'm having. I don't think it's titled that. I'm looking for it.
It's the young lady that I believe her name is Elizabeth something.
Ah, the Liz case.
Liza.
Yeah. Is that the one?
Okay. So that would be case number 4.
Yeah, read that one.
Okay. Liza Gardner versus Sean Combs.
Yeah.
Gardner filed a 22-page lawsuit accusing Combs and Aaron Hall of forcing her to have sex with them against her will when she was only 16. Gardner claims she met Combs and Hall in New York at an event for the album release for Jodeci. After a dinner for the event, Combs allegedly invited Gardner and her friend to Hall's apartment for an after party. She alleged it was there that Combs coerced her into having sex with him, and while she was getting dressed after that, Hall barged into the room, pinned her down, and allegedly forced her to have sex with him. Gardner claims that she has immense pain vaginally after. She's had immense pain vaginally afterwards. She said she fled, sorry. She said she fled the apartment and later learned that her friend also allegedly had sex with both Combs and Hall. The day after the assault, Gardner alleged that Combs came to her home and began assaulting and choking her to the point that she passed out. Gardner's complaint states that since being violently and statutorily raped by Combs and Aaron Hall, Ms. Gardner's life has been overwhelmed by depression, post-traumatic stress disorder, and strained relationships with men, and has asked the court for a jury trial.
So what's the status?
The status is ongoing. Both Combs and singer-songwriter Aaron Hall, who was also named in the suit, will serve the copies of the complaint against them on March 23rd, 2024.
All right, Sean, I'm gonna go to you first. Thank you. So again, when I first heard this case, I saw it on a video where on YouTube where Aaron Hall was being interviewed by somebody. I think he was on a podcast or he was being interviewed, and he was basically bragging about these type of this type of behavior, these actions and stuff like that. And you know then I heard about it later on when Robert was telling me about P. Diddy and Aaron Hall. And at first when I was reading, I wasn't sure if it was the singer until they named him and said it was singer and writer Aaron Hall. So again, I think this speaks volumes about, as I said, celebrity culture. It's a pattern with these individuals. And again, underage, 16. This is younger than the last one. And how do you feel about this one? Do you believe that there's any truth in what she's saying?
Yes, sir. And the interview that you were speaking of that Aaron Hall was bragging on about was with Vlad on Vlad TV. And Aaron Hall has been stating this and saying things like this for years because
that don't be afraid, son.
He
Can I ask a question? Who's
hold
Aaron
on,
Hall?
hold on 1 second.
From
G.
Don't
from
you
the
be
the the,
afraid by
the
your
group
great.
guy, the lead singer in the group guy.
You're Teddy Riley.
Go ahead, Sean.
Okay. Aaron Hall has always been very proud of himself and his member.
Mm-hmm.
He talks of it, and the part that I believe that she was underage and everything like that. If you know the history of Aaron Hall, his baby's mother, his first baby's mother, is actually she was underage.
Mm-hmm.
Right,
At the
right.
time, he was in his late 20s, early 30s, and she was only 17, 18 years old.
That's right.
So
and that damn song that he made, "Miss You," was dedicated
Yes.
to.
I forget her, Vita Guerrero, something like that. Whoever his daughter's mother is.
I
so
miss you was supposed to be about a baby that passed away.
yeah, I like that song. So now so he is another card carrying member of the Dirty Dick Deviant Society. You know what, Sean?
That's why I said earlier that it's in every industry, but because we're talking about Sean Combs, this is what's been going on in this world way before them. I mean, this goes. I had this conversation earlier. This goes back to Elvis Presley. I mean, think about his wife, Priscilla Presley. She was only 16, 17 years old when he married her.
Celebrity culture.
Chuck Berry, all of those guys, like a lot of them was always running from the law because they was always having relations with 16-year-olds and bringing them across the state line.
Exactly. They marry them because
has
they
always
can't
been
be
going on.
prosecuted now. Once they marry them, they can't be prosecuted because they're white.
Go ahead, Sean.
No, that was it. So I mean, yeah, I do believe these allegations. Anything that comes up, I'll let you know now that I'm going to believe. And the reason why I believe that a lot of this stuff goes on based off of certain interviews that people have given. There's one interview that was given by one of the guys, Freddie P, from remember the group when they was doing Making the Band.
Yeah.
Freddie P said, because this is the type of, and this is why Diddy is actually in jail. He's in jail because of the threat and the length and the degree that he will go to intimidate witnesses.
Right.
Freddie P said that he is so traumatized and jacked up behind Diddy during the time when he met Diddy because of the influence and the power that he believed that he had, that he told Freddie. He said, because Freddie would always give him mouth. And he went and told Freddie, he said, let me tell you something, little nigga. He said, I'll go to your block and buy up every house on that block, turn off all the lights, and for the rest of your life, you'll be scared out of your mind because you'll be in the dark, always wondering when I'm going to come around and kill you. That's power. And when you're young like that, and you know, and you've been around somebody, and you know he has that kind of money, because money does that, carries that kind of power.
Money brings power.
And if you come from a neighborhood that he could actually, like, I mean, just think about that. Somebody said, I'll come to your neighborhood and buy up the whole entire block and turn off every lights to where you live. I'll even own your house, that every time you walk out the door, you'll be looking over your shoulder wondering when I'm going to take you out of here.
Wow. Okay.
Take that.
Ordinary Joe to do it. A homeless man to do it.
Bird, what's your views on this?
I share everybody's views. They've been doing this. This is not new. Puffy,
right.
I believe Puffy's in a position of power, and they're looking to take him down like they did Michael, like they did Prince, like they did R. Kelly, like they did Michael Jackson. This shit ain't old. They knew about all this for decades. He's just in a position that he was about to make a move somewhere somehow, and America is trying to stop that. So now your dirty little secrets ain't secrets no more. They knew all of this. This is not new. None of this is new. They've been doing this for decades right now. Justin Bieber just said he lost himself at a Diddy party. That's a song he put out called Lonely. I should have me rolling. He ain't lying.
That's an AI song. That's not true song. He's not making any music.
Can I break the rule?
He was just sitting on the
Hold on
streets,
1 second,
folded
Sean.
Indian style, telling the people that they sold to the devil.
All right, let's get Sean. Let's let Sean jump in real quick, and then we're gonna go to.
I'm gonna hit this. I'm gonna get right off it.
Yeah.
It's something that Bird said when he said that this has been going on for years. That this is, and he said that Diddy was about to make a move, so this is why they're taking him down. What Diddy did was he went against the liquor company that he was a part of, and when you make moves like that, that liquor industry is big. And all of this stuff, like
the mafia,
that and some more. What that is yeah, Sean probably believed that he's self-made, but at the end of the day, you have power because someone gave you that. Gregory's been saying it all night. You ain't been born with this in your mouth. You acquired some of it. Yeah, you did some hard work, but we allowed you to do
what?
this.
Wait
Don't
until he
get
get
bigger than what you think you are. And that's what they said.
in the program.
He wasn't having no issues until he went and tried to find, when he went and filed that lawsuit against the what is that, Ciroc? Because he didn't own Ciroc. He was partners with Ciroc.
Yeah.
Right. He thought he was bigger than the program. He thought you ain't.
And then his new liquor was doing way better than Ciroc, so you know they was hating him.
Listen, you carry on.
Liquor.
What was that, Sean?
De Leon.
All right, let's get.
His new liquor was not his new liquor.
No.
He was partnered with the people.
All right, let's bring these ladies back into the discussion, and then before we go to the ladies, hold on. Let me bring Robbie back into this. Robbie, how do you feel about the latest thing with Aaron Hall and Sean Combs, the accusations being made against them?
Listen to the song. Don't take the love away from me, I'll go crazy. You know who that is. Aaron Hall. He made music with Heavy D in them. Certain song titles. A lot of these dudes, the music they make, the way they title the music, is letting you know they done did some things that they should not have done. So he gives you aggressive rapist vibe when you sit and listen to him talk. He's not, what do you call him? He's not going to apologize for nothing he done in the past that we might consider it being wrong. So he doesn't care. One rapist or womanizer, you got many that's following them now. Is a team of them. They all flock together. It's just a matter of time. Like today, they put out a list of all of them. The list went out today. A majority of the people that they're looking at, they're bringing into this court case for Puff. That's been in this house, that done wrong, like Puff done did wrong.
All right.
Can I ask who's
yeah,
on?
Tanya, I'll let you, hold on. Timmy? Tanya, I'm gonna let you answer the question at hand, and that is, and you can say what you're gonna say, but please answer the question at hand too.
Yeah, I'm with Sean. I believe everything that people are saying about Puffy. They've been pedophiles. They are a group of them. Like who said that? They all roll together.
Birds of a feather
I
flock
was the one
together.
that just said that.
Go ahead, Tim.
Oprah,
They all grow together.
Obama.
Gregory.
Get that shit out of here.
Let's stick to the topic at hand. Tanya, was you
Please.
finished?
I was gonna ask who was on the list. That's what I was gonna ask.
All right, that's gonna.
Everyone just pull up the list.
It's gonna open up a. It's gonna open up a.
It'll be easy to do it that way
Yeah.
because if I start mentioning names,
Yeah.
it's gonna be an uproar
Yeah,
on
just
this diagram.
we'll do that. We'll do that if time
The
permits.
damn show's over.
It's more of a question of who's not on the list. Patsy, how you fit? Wait, Gregory, Patsy, go ahead and answer the question. Let me tell you what it is again because you've been waiting a while, and it's simply how you feel about Aaron Hall and Puffy's charges of them raping these young girls.
You don't know Aaron Hall.
I really haven't heard about Aaron Hall, but just from what was read about those charges, that's just sick. Like, makes me wonder if they do have children, do they have daughters, and would they want the stuff that they're doing to someone else's child, someone else's little girl? Would they want that to be done to their daughters?
Well,
There's shit going around about him and his twin daughters.
Yes, the Smiths pimp their kids out. They do that shit. It's a ritual. The sex energy. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Now, Dave, you heard what Pastor
That
just
shit's
said,
crazy.
right? He said, would they want it happening to their daughters? Look at Jay-Z. He did not want them to talk to Blue Ivory, so that boy came up missing.
All right, so let me just so
Yes,
we
sir.
stick to this. Patsy, are you finished?
Yes, I'm finished.
All right, let's get these ladies back, the other ladies back into it. Gigi, you still with us?
I'm here. I'm here.
All right, how you feel about those charges there?
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm okay. Sorry.
Sound like you choking on that bomb.
Sound like you on the podcast.
No, I'm here. As I said before, I believe everything that's going on with Diddy. I think that I can't believe anything that he says. I feel like if a lot of people saying the same thing about you, like for years, then something has to hold weight. I don't know if it's all of it, but something has to hold weight.
Okay. Gianna, how you feel about these sexual deviants?
I mean, all of these cases are unfortunate, and I'm a person who believes that it should play out in the court of law because a lie spreads faster and stays longer than the truth. So when it comes out, I'll make a judgment then. I don't prejudge.
Okay.
But that's what they bank on.
All right,
They don't bank on me prejudging.
No,
I need to see. Personally, I don't go by anything what people say. I need to see hardcore evidence. I need pictures in front of my hands. I need all the receipts. That's just me.
Now,
And I
Uncle
have
Nick,
receipts if I need to.
So, Kiana, what
Yes.
happens if he really had committed this, but he has enough money to buy the judge off?
Hold on, see, this is what I don't want to happen.
Because she said she don't prejudge, and that's kind of sticky situation right there.
Just let's stick to the whistling because those.
Well. Anyways, Kiana, you understand what I'm saying? Just on the side note.
I do understand that, but in that case, there still needs to be receipts are presented at the time. I mean, even if he didn't go to court, if it was presented in front of the judge still has to see evidence. I personally would like to see evidence, hear evidence. I mean, not that I want to see hours and hours of sex tapes and blah, blah, blah. Fast forward, but again, as quick as a lie can be told, I'm not saying that it is not true or not true. People lie every day. People tell the truth every day. I like facts and I like receipts.
What I'm gonna do is, and Robert, there's a reason why I was telling you to pause on that because I got some questions that I want to go over, and that's one of the questions, and I didn't want you to go ahead and present it and have people start talking about that. Dude, I'm gonna let you go ahead and answer the question about the current case. About the case we're talking about. Puffy and Mr. Hall.
Everybody pretty much set it up. I skipped on this one because mine is kind of acting. I don't know if anybody
Let
else is
me
doing it, but
say something. I got you.
I'm
dude.
going in and out, in and out, in and out. So I don't want to start talking and it cuts off on me.
Okay.
I just want y'all to get a sense of how diabolical this dude was. The beginning of this song, Don't Be Afraid, he says a prayer. That now I lay me down to sleep. Then the lyrics read, you'll be saying daddy to me. Boy, please don't hurt me. This is my first experience. Baby, make me feel all right. Don't you worry, baby. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid.
Yep, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid, baby.
All right, guys, this is what we're gonna do because pretty much with the other cases is about what time. Someone give me a time check.
8:34.
8:30.
Yeah.
Yep, I do.
All right, so what we're gonna do is because we got another like half an hour, 45 minutes. Let's get into these questions if time permits. Bobby can present y'all with the list of the deviants, and we could probably go over some more of these charges and stuff like this. So again, I'm gonna ask you guys the first question. And I want you guys to be brief but be brilliant. We're gonna go to Timmy first. Timmy, do you think that Cassie Ventura's claims against Diddy and that video that was leaked regarding him abusing her in the hotel lobby, do you think that that is opened up the floodgates to all these other cases?
Well, I think that it was bound to happen. It just so happened she took the worst of the the beating that, not to say other people ain't had abuse in his hands, but she she's the catalyst for the door being open for sure, yes. And she gave the voice to all the other ones. You see, Don Richardson from Diddy Kane is coming out. She filed a lawsuit against Puffy.
Okay. All right, we're gonna go to Patsy next. Do you believe that Cassie basically is the start of all Diddy's covered legal issues?
It could have been the catalyst that started it all, but there was stuff that was probably building up even before that, and people probably was debating on stuff, but since they came out on video stuff, everybody just came out with the closet about what they were thinking about doing anyways.
Okay. Gregory, do you feel that Cassie is the reason why all of this is transpiring right now?
I feel like she's definitely the whistleblower to the situation, but Diddy was doing a lot. He just accomplished a lot in his last what do you call them? His last ventures that he just did with Revolt and all that stuff. And the verse, his endeavors, the last thing that he just did. What was I just saying?
Revolt.
The verses on the Revolt TV and all that stuff, and the Drink Champs and all this stuff. They didn't need the streaming shit he was doing. They had to take that whole thing out of here and have somebody else own it because they couldn't have a black man owning that type of revenue coming in. All the streams that was coming in off of we was just into verses so much during the pandemic. It was crazy.
Mm-hmm. All right, Tanya, do you think that Miss Ventura is the catalyst for Puffy's legal issues?
I think that she was the catalyst to open the floodgates. Yes, because there were prior suits, but I don't think they really took it seriously until she came out with her suit and he settled as fast as he did. Okay. And then everybody else started coming out the woodworks. I think that he was being investigated, but once that video was leaked, that kind of that made them go back and look at all the other cases, because that video shows a pattern of behavior. That was just like the physical manifestation of what people was writing on paper.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes, yes. All right. Let's go to Sean next.
Yeah. Tanya said it best. And like these lawsuits and allegations and stuff like that have been out there for years. But a lot of things didn't surface because of the fact that he was tampering with witnesses. And once Cassie came, I mean, to answer your question, yes, when she came out and he settled as quick as he did, everybody else started coming back out and reiterating the things that they had already put out there. Like, for instance, like Jenny said earlier, the young lady from Danny King, or Danny, whatever their names are,
Danny
you know, her and I can't think of the other girl,
Aubrey.
Aubrey. They have been saying stuff like this for years, and we was just thinking they were just talking. It never took any legs, and now all of this stuff is coming to the surface.
Oh yeah, they got some legs now. They got that Megan Thee Stallion legs. They bouncing. Them knees are strong. And they ain't gonna be the only one bending. Go
No
ahead.
Diddy, no Diddy.
Was you finished, Sean?
Sir.
Sean?
Yes, sir. I was done.
All right. Gigi, you still with us?
Yeah, I think that it had yes, she was the whistleblower, but I also think that it had to be specifically Cassie, since she spent so many years with him, and people can see her and not someone else that's like not known, if that makes any sense. You know, because if it was somebody that's not known, it would have been, I don't think it would have been as big as it was, but I just think that it had to be her. And unfortunately, as the video saw.
Cause didn't she get married to like some type of royalty or something?
I think, I don't know if he was royalty. I think wasn't it at least Ray or something. I don't think he was, it was a royalty person, but I think that she did get married to someone. I want to say that happened in what, 2017, 18, where the video came out. Well, when they broke up.
They broke up in
2016, I think it was.
2018, I think that's when they made it came to an end, like publicly.
Right. So like I think she quickly, like not quickly, but she moved on like by 2020, I think. Like she was dealing with someone that loves
she
her.
was dealing with her trainer.
Yeah, right, her trainer. So, and she probably was dealing with him the whole time because she just couldn't get away from him. Like it sucks because she probably tried to get away so many times, and he threatened her. He probably bought stuff for her family and things like
Oh, he
that.
definitely did. He definitely did.
Yeah, so he probably held that against her. A lot of people, I know this is like not the question, but a lot of people like, oh, why she didn't leave before? But it's not as easy as you think it is, especially with somebody like Diddy, like that has so much, clout in the industry or whatever. So.
And her being 16.
He got power. He got a lot
and
of power.
I think her family is not even originally from here either. So
you get it.
All right,
yeah.
so I'm gonna go on and move on to the next person. Thank you, Gigi. And I'm just gonna go ahead and say what hasn't been said. Diddy and others are card carrying proud graduates of the Ike Turner University. So they believe in being hands-on with women. So that's already been proven.
Dave.
Hold on, Timmy. Hold on. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. Berg, let's get your views
Nope.
on this.
I mean, this video was out. This happened in 2015 or 16. He was beating her in a hotel.
I think
The
2016.
so.
video just came out 8 years later. That's crazy. Again, this is all a plot to take Diddy down.
Mm-hmm.
And she got paid. Cassie got paid. She's not going to be doing nothing in none of this trial. She's not going to be part
She
of
don't
none of
have
this
to
because
do
she's been
nothing
paid
for the
off.
rest of her life.
Well,
She's straight.
correction, guys. Let me just give you this little fun fact. Even though she did the non-disclosure agreement, she can be called to testify in the federal case, even though
I'm
she's
going to
She
throw it
is.
right out. She's
civil case.
compromised. If she took money, her word is compromised now.
It shouldn't be credible. Well, they should, but they're
Right.
gonna do it because it's just a
They'll do it as she'll be like a how they did
character
Cohen.
witness.
How
A
they did
character.
Cohen on the Trump trial.
It'll be a character witness.
Yeah.
All right, let's get Kiana's point of view. Duchess,
Yeah. What's the question?
so how you feel about do you believe that Ms. Ventura is the catalyst of Puffy's legal issues?
Well, I mean, no. I mean, from some of these cases, they said they go back some years. So I mean, she's the dam that broke the she's the water that broke the dam, but there was already stuff in the work. So um she's the straw that broke the camel's back. So no, I mean, she wasn't the start, but she was the boulder that broke the dam.
Brimage, you with us? Robert.
Sorry. Let's see. I mean, Puff been in trouble since day one. You know, he was being touched by the higher beings.
Andre Harrell.
The people that was in power. So he's been in trouble since when he came into the business.
Dr. Jekyll was touching his ass.
I'm gonna tell you. I want to say this is the first court or charges, but from 1999 and moving on, 1999, the club thing, they found the gun in his car on the floor. 2001, sexual assault charges on his bodyguard. 2004 to 2006, he assaulted his son's coach. You go on to 2008, sexual charges against all type of women begin. 2000 on to 2016, when I think there was another gun charge, and Miss whatever her last name is, Cassidy.
Ventura.
Yeah, Miss Ventura. She came to the picture with it. So I don't think she brought eyes on for the first time. He already was being watched. It was just that she was one of the people who happened to tell her story in depth, that gave a lot more detail, that carried a lot more weight, But other than that, he's been being watched from probably 1990, but they started really talking about everything he was doing wrong, I think 1999. It might have been a year or two before that, but I'm coming from 1999 on.
Okay, pause. I'm gonna come right back to you for the next question. Dude, you still with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, so real quick, same question. Do you think that Ms. Ventura is the catalyst of Puffy's legal issues?
Well, I believe what Rob said. They were watching him already, and I believe they used Cassie to flush more witnesses out. And when they used her and she got the money, they knew the greed was open the floodgates. And once she came out, and Puffy didn't help by settling as fast as he did, because when he settled fast everybody knew he was scared and everybody came out. And notice after that, that's when the raid happened and they found all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Then they got all them tapes and everybody's names on the list, and they were talking to people on phones. They got in touch with some of them people, and that's why they end up finally after all that time arresting them, because they got enough. They got enough.
All right.
And remember, it was. Go ahead.
Pause real quick.
Go ahead.
Robert, I said I was gonna go to you, but dude is he's teetering on
ahead,
the next
Joe.
question. So I'm gonna let dude go ahead and finish. I'm gonna ask dude, and I'm gonna come to you, Robert. Go ahead, dude.
No, you can go on to the next one.
All right, so the next question is basically what you was alluding to. So Puffy has been indicted for sex trafficking, racketeering, and kidnapping. Which of these charges do you believe is true?
He's doing the R. Kelly shit.
You're talking to me?
No, I'm gonna go to dude and I'm coming back to you.
He's talking to you, Claire Waters.
No, I'm not. I'm talking to dude because dude already started answering the question. Go ahead, dude. Rob's next.
See, my thing is, if people willingly want to be freaks, let them do what they want to do. But it's the drugging. When you start drugging people, then using the drugging and then passing out, then it's like date rape, pretty much. You date raping them and you're getting them on camera. That's you're using that for blackmail, using that for extortion, using that for all type of stuff. It's like, you know what I'm trying to say? Now, if he went to one of them and said, you know what, I like men, let me boom, 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 and he convinced them willingly, that's different. But when you start drugging people, then using what you did as evidence to back up your claim, that's dirty and wickedness right there.
Well, he said dirty money. Robert, I'm gonna let you answer the question. Which of those charges do you believe is true? Racketeering, kidnapping, and sex trafficking.
I believe them all. I tell you two of them definitely. Sex trafficking, he straight up is doing that. He's, it's been talked about him putting girls or whatever, I don't want to say kids, allegedly children, on his jet or his plane, flying them over here.
Boat. Don't forget the boat.
Yes, flying them over there or floating them out on another location to make a profit, and probably gain in the action itself. So he's been doing that. That's just what he does. Kidnap starts when he gets these people to come into he's kidnapping them in hotels and all that too. But the big kidnapping is going down out his freak offs. He get them in there. They drink the punch. They open up those bottles, that they believe to be some Henny or something. The water, the juices, the food, whatever, is all spiked. Once they get a hit of that shit right there, they are out there right mind. So they're over here and over there just leaning and drifting off and drowsy and junky, drugged up type status. He do not let them leave. These parties are they believe to go on for 2 to 3 days. If not, I was telling Gregory earlier, you walk in you walk in a P. Diddy's party on a Saturday night. You coming to in your right state of mind on Wednesday morning, like, wow, I'm still here. Did I come back? What the hell happened? I said on a Wednesday morning, I'm waking up wondering what the hell happened. I'm leaving. I'm coming back with the cops and ask them, I want my 3 to 4 fucking days back that this man raped from me.
Okay.
You ate the lotus flower. That's what it was.
Sean, which of those charges do you believe to be true? He's kidnapping, sex trafficking, and racketeering.
All of the above.
All of the above. Gregory, which of the charges do you believe to be so?
First, I like to say, Mr. Diddy, where is your adopted? Where's that white girl?
Yes.
Where that little
Where is
Gregory, I was about to say that shit.
No, we talked about it earlier. Where is she?
Like Uncle Rob said. These people are signing these NDAs, and then they've been using the mob tactics. They get a pretty female from the industry, rather she be a movie star or a rapper or whatever she is.
Young Miami.
She's recruiting these other young girls that want to be like her. And they're getting on these places, on these planes, on these boats, in these cars with these people, and they're giving away their phones, signing the NDAs, but they don't know that these parties they're about to go into, when they drink juice or water, they're gonna be drugged.
Yes.
Now they're there for 3 days, like Uncle Rob just said. And when they come to, even just think about the first day. The first day you feel like you fucked up because you done drunk too much, but you really didn't drink too much. You got drugged. Now they handing you a water, it got Molly in it or something. And now you get fucked up for another 2 days. You don't know what happened to you. Now it's all over. They showing you a video. This is the part where you choke this nigga to death.
All right. Y'all are colorful. Bird,
all right.
Hold on, Timmy. Bird. Bird, which of these charges do you believe to be true?
All of them. All of them. It's all true. It's all true.
Okay. Timmy, be brief but be brilliant. Which of the charges do you believe to be so?
Yep, Gregory hit it right on the nose. Now, when Puffy got the Disney Kane girls together, and then once they went platinum on their first album, the second album, he was having problems with them. He said, I'm going to drug these bitches and pimp them out to my friends. And that's what he was trying to do. But members said, oh, fuck this, we getting the hell out of here. But the ones that stayed, he tried to do, he did it to Dawn because he helped her out of a contract. He got her out of another contract that she was in to get her to be on the show.
Okay.
Do you think he has something to do with the one that's dead's death?
Hold on, guys. See, we'll hold that thought. We don't want to be asking all. That's going to be open up a whole nother can of worms.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's bring these ladies back into the conversation. Tanya, which of the charges do you believe to be true?
Say them again.
Sex trafficking, kidnapping, and racketeering.
And they need to add drug trafficking.
Ooh.
And he's guilty on all of them.
Okay.
Rico.
Don't forget about the guy that was on the property when they did the raid, and he had the drugs and the money.
Saucy Santana. He should have his boyfriend. No, I know who you talking about.
Yeah.
Wait.
Rico.
Saucy was there when the drug raid went down?
Yes, he was. He was the whole
I'm a celebrity.
Oh my!
I'm a celebrity.
No, it's official. It is no question about it. These dudes are card-carrying members of the LGBTQ plus community as well.
Why you think they support the Democrats?
All right, we're not gonna go there. Patsy, which of these charges do you believe that Mr. Combs is guilty of? Sex trafficking, kidnapping, and racketeering. And Tanya said he should be accused also of drug trafficking. And I'm gonna go ahead and go with Robbie said in there too. These alleged murders as well. Go ahead.
I believe they're all true. So yeah.
Okay. Easy answer. Gigi, you still with us?
Yep, I'm still here. Sorry.
All right. So go ahead.
He is everything. Everything, and I think he has something to do with Kim Porter's death.
Yep. That's why he threw that murder in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get Kiana in there. Kiana, go ahead. So the official indictment is sex trafficking, kidnapping, racketeering, and your fellow panel members decided to put some charges in there of their own. That's drug trafficking and murder.
Again, I need to see the evidence in a court of law. I don't believe until I see evidence.
Shit, Diddy need to hire you for his defense.
Yeah, you definitely the lawyer.
Cause you saying more than what the lawyer is putting out there.
You're gonna have to
That
say
man to
more.
go,
You're gonna have
you
to
gonna
say more
cause
than
that
that.
man to go to goddamn jail.
You're gonna have to say more than that because Diddy's
I
gonna
know,
go
but I'm
down.
saying
They have to have
shit.
enough
but I'm
evidence.
saying I'm saying like PR, she like no, I'm not answering no questions until I see the evidence. That's what you need. You got some people
Yes,
that
but
say
Exactly.
too much.
Diddy will
If
fire
it
her in
don't
They
the first.
already got
if it
He'll
doesn't
fire her
fit,
in the
you
first
must have
hour,
quit.
minutes,
They
because he need her to
trying to
say
bullshit
so
the
much
evidence
more.
that they
They
got.
have to have probable
Right.
cause to do the raid and to begin with.
Mhm.
And then when they
So,
do the indictment, they it's like a pre-trial type of thing to get the
they
indictment. He
already got
was
the
indicted
evidence.
Okay, I'm
by a
gonna
grand jury.
I'm gonna put on my little not lawyer hat. There's been many cases where charges have been trumped up to get a judge to sign a
raid.
warrant for peace. So again, I would have to see the evidence in a court of law.
Okay,
Thank
this
you.
is your evidence. Diddy came on, and he know he's going to jail. He's guilty. He asked
Yeah.
people to pray for him because he knows where he's going. He know where he did wrong. And then he told the people,
That boy going to hell.
he told the people if he does any time, he's going to remember all the people that didn't answer his phone and was his friend before he got exposed in the spotlight. He said,
Nino Brown? I mean,
and he
Puff
said
Diddy?
this. He said, it's bigger than me.
That was
He said,
required.
it's bigger than me. And I will take everybody down with me.
All right, so pause right there.
We talking
Go to the
about
next-
Clyde Davis.
I said pause right there. Let's go to the next
Quincy
question.
Jones.
Robert,
That's
I'm listening.
Timmy.
Robert, do you
Yeah.
believe that Mr. Combs is a product of his environment?
You could say that because he is what happened to him. He thought the way they handled him, showed him their way of dealing with business was the way he was going to be in power like they are.
Right.
Timmy, same question.
Clyde Davis was fucking around with Andre Harrell. Andre Harrell has Diddy underneath to him. Diddy get powerful because he sleep with fucking Clyde Davis. Now, you tell me why would he be doing these things and act like he's powerful? Because he done been through the powerful men. Clyde and Andre and who else done ran up in his ass?
Oh shit! Excuse me.
No Diddy.
Okay, Sean, same question.
I'm telling you.
Repeat the question again.
Is Mr. Combs a product of his environment?
Yeah, I've been saying that all night. Yes, sir. He created his environment. He was a part of it and learned how to master it.
Mm-hmm.
Woo, dude, do you feel like P. Diddy is a product of his environment?
Of course he is. His mama was the same way. His mama groomed him.
Ooh, not the mama.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you didn't know? You didn't know Mama Diddy was being accused of this type of stuff?
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
We ain't seen no videos or no transcripts on her yet. Allegedly.
Because in the time she did it was none of this bullshit around.
Dave, all you have to do is see the video of her and Diddy got their tongues in each other's mouth.
I don't want to know. I want to have good dreams. Gregory, do you think he's a product of his environment?
Oh, hell yeah. He wasn't raised with no silver spoon. They told him it's bigger than Diddy. It
All
is
right.
bigger than Diddy.
I don't know which member of this cast you are in New Jack City. You've been quoting it all night long. All right, we're gonna go to Bird. You still with us?
Yeah,
So, do you think that the mogul is a product of his environment?
of course. He was shown how to do this.
Hmm.
Learn behavior.
Ooh,
Mhm.
I
He didn't
like
just
that.
wake up. He didn't wake up yesterday and figure, or 10 years ago, figured out I like men. He was done like that. That was a learned process for the young brother.
Yeah, let me give you a little fun fact. According
Maybe
to
college.
Timmy, so let me give him this fun fact because I think you guys want to hear it. I think his name is pronounced
Yeah.
Vlad. Uh, during his interview with Suge Knight, Suge Knight presented the same answer scenario. He said, Burgess said it's learned behavior. Who do you think that Puffy learned this from? His predecessors. All right, so let's go to Kiana next. Kiana, do you think that Mr. Combs is a product of his environment?
If the statements made are factual, then yes, he is a product of his environment, but he also was dumb because the rules that apply to them don't ever apply to us.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. All right. Gigi, you still with us?
Yep, I agree. Exactly what Tanya said. Yep, it's
That
true.
was
Wasn't
Kiana.
Tanya.
Yeah,
That
that
was
was
Oh,
Kiana.
Kiana.
Kiana, I'm so
That's
sorry,
right. You
Kiana.
agree. You
I'm
agree.
sorry.
You agree. Patsy, you think he's a product of his environment?
Yeah. So he around people that taught him how to behave and knows there to correct any of it. So definitely.
All right, T, it's on you. What do you think? You think he's a product of his environment?
I'm going to say that if the statements that some have made on the podcast about what happened to him in the industry, I'm prone to believe it because that's what goes on. So I'm going to say yes, he's a product of his environment. And I'm going to add that he is creating a generational curse.
Yes, speak on that.
How?
He didn't create this.
Elaborate. Yep.
That shit been
Because
going on already.
he's teaching his son the same ways his son and him got a case against them
And
for the same thing.
Oh, y'all, Justin and Christian, they going to jail with his ass.
All right.
They gave him hit him that blow when he went down there to China.
And it's the same type of scenario. It's
His
the
eyes
same
was red
thing.
as the devil's
You
dick.
right, Tiny. You was definitely right. They going to jail with him.
Drugging them, having sex with them, raping them. Yeah, it's the same. It's the same MO.
All right, so let me stay there with you,
The
Tanya.
apple don't fall too far from the goddamn tree, does it?
All right, Tanya, the next question is, do you think the billionaire bad boy self-proclaimed moniker basically it's swaying public opinion regarding his behavior, the charges brought against him?
What do you mean swaying public opinion against them?
I'm gonna say it to you again, based upon his self-proclaimed bad boy moniker, meaning the label that he placed on himself. Remember,
Okay.
he's bad boy.
Take that.
Yeah,
His
it's self-proclaimed. It's he just prophesied with naming the label of who he was. The bull crap that he does.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That wasn't his name. He got that name. If anybody that's into hip hop, if y'all heard that fucking song, Inspector Gadget, with Busy B and Grandmaster Caz Oh, Veronica, those are the same dudes. They was bad boys. They was bad boys.
But
He went to Busy B and asked Busy B could he use that name, and Busy B allowed him. He got paid for it. He
okay, so
got
Timmy,
paid.
make
Why
it
did he
make
want the
make
name
it
though, Timmy? That's
make
the
it
point.
make it
Because he was
relax.
diddling daddling with motherfuckers.
Because
The
the name.
point is that he wanted that name because that's how he self-proclaimed as a bad boy, because he knew the stuff that he was doing was not right.
Okay, so let's move on. Let's go on to Dude. Same question, Dude. Do you think that the billionaire bad boys, self-proclaimed moniker swayed the public opinion regarding his charges? Public opinion.
No, because he could have had any name, anybody. It could have been a gospel or whatever else, but anybody with the amount of evidence that they had and the amount of witnesses they got and a lot of hearsays and a lot of this other stuff, it would happen to anyone. It doesn't matter what the name was, but the name doesn't help. But Bad Boy is a hip hop name. He had a hip hop label.
Okay. Sean,
You know,
same question.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Sean,
Yes, I'm here.
do you feel like his self-proclaimed moniker bad boy is influencing the public's opinion?
No, because it wasn't associated with that from Jump Street.
Okay. Yes. Gregory.
First of all, he stole that name from Bobby Brown, the original bad boy, because they hate Boston. I just seen an interview with him and Snoop saying how much they hated Boston. So it's funny he stole that name from Bobby Brown, but
and you're right too, Greg. Because Boston
all of
original bad
his
boy.
name is
Right.
crazy.
Exactly.
Listen, they got gay allegations coming out. He changed his name to P. Diddy, the Diddler. Even the Puff Daddy name is kind of crazy. Puff Daddy. What do you think when you think about Puff and Daddy? This shit is just crazy.
He's a
But
fucking
Some of those
flow
names
fish.
for love too.
look,
He's
brother,
a flow
love.
fish.
He's loving the brothers. This is crazy.
Puffy is a flow
Listen,
fish. That's what
he
he
changed
is.
his name to Dirty Money Diddy when all his artists started complaining about him not paying them. Crazy. He's telling you who he is. It's nuts.
Yeah.
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 Same thing. Bert, same question.
Transformation.
What was the question?
The question is, do you feel that the billionaire bad boy's self-proclaimed moniker is swaying public opinion regarding his court charges?
I don't think the name has nothing to do with it. He's been doing this forever. The bad boy, whatever you want to call it, don't matter what he is. He could have been good boy.
All right. Robert, same question.
I was rolling.
Robert?
Same question. His demeanor, his sexual acts, his everything he ever done to someone or said is what they're judging him on. They're not judging him on a title or a name, because Brother Love and the way he's using it is a highly sexual name, meaning he want romance or intense sex from you. So when he tells a person to call him Brother Love, when he tells you to call him Brother Love, he's letting you automatically know he's into you, and that being, as in a sexual.
Getting dangerous.
Was that their
no.
character, Brother Love's character too?
We're gonna go on to.
Hi, I'm Brother Love.
We're gonna go to the next.
My brother's keeper.
All right,
Yes.
guys, come on, let's keep it together. We got a few more. Kiana, same question. Do you think his bad boy moniker has influenced public opinion?
No, I feel the people who have an opinion about him bad always had that opinion, and people who have a good opinion about him or whatever, they always had that opinion. I don't think his moniker has anything to do with it.
Okay. Gigi, same question.
I don't think that his name has anything to do with it. I think it's strictly his behavior, and all of that is true. Everything that everyone's saying is absolutely true about it.
Okay. Patsy, same question.
I feel the same way. It's not about his name, it's about your behavior and what you're about and what you feel like you want to do.
Okay. Tanya?
Didn't I already answer this question?
I don't know, but if you did, go ahead and well,
could I give you a fun fact?
Now
go.
tell him, Tanya, rock a bye, baby.
P. Diddy, prior to the week, he was arrested. People judge you being a bad guy, terrible, horrible. You did this. You're an animal. You're such of a beast. That didn't stop a spike in his music going up 18.3.
Controversy.
So
Love
they
scandal.
stream that and they enjoy listening to it. Or maybe we got some sick people.
All right.
No, they are fucking afraid that what they have did to R. Kelly.
It's investigation purposes, Uncle Rob.
You
Investigation.
know, they took a lot of R. Kelly music on. They said, "Oh, Puppy got some alright music. He got some bangers." You know, not just him as
but
an
this is
artist.
why I don't like
Him as an artist, he ain't really that great. But producing of the artist, he made bangers, singles, hit records, hit singles. So yeah.
All right, so let's keep it.
Here's another one for you all.
Let's keep it to the topic at hand.
Okay.
Go ahead, Sean. Say what you're gonna say.
Go ahead, Sean. I'd like to hear.
All right, real quick. Based off of what Timmy and Robert just said, also what you have to look at is people who may have not known who Diddy was and want to know, well, who is he? What is this? So when you go to Apple or anything like that, any type of download, that's clicks.
Yes.
Yes, for sure.
Investigation purposes only, Uncle Rob.
All right, so
we ain't stepping in the name of love no
Let
more.
me ask you this question, Sean. We're gonna stay with you. Do you believe that black men have a harder time proving their innocence in the court of law?
Do I believe they have a hard time?
Yes.
Ooh. All right, see, I'm trying to wrap my mind around and take it off of the topic that we've been talking about, and it's a general question that you asked.
Well, this pertains to it because he's a black man, so just think about it. Do black men have a harder time or basically establishing their innocence in court? Let me ask you like this, then, Sean. Let me make it easier.
Basically, if it was a white man instead of a black man, would we be talking about it?
The fact that Puffy happens to be a black man, he happens to be a man with wealth. Do you think that this is going to present a problem because he is black, like Robert said, opposed to being white? If this was a white person that these charges brought against him, do you think that we'd be do you think he'd be in jail right now?
Yes, and I say that because the charges that are brought against him were the same type of charges that was brought against Epstein.
You're right. Tell him, Sean. Tell him.
All right. Gregory, same question. Do you believe that black men have Gregory, do you believe that black men have a harder time proving their innocence in the court of law?
Minority black men, but a person like Diddy, he better go get him a Johnny Cochran.
Yeah.
Okay. Dude, same question.
Say that again? My fault.
Same question. Do you think that black men have a harder time proving their innocence in the court of law?
Oh yeah. The most The most disrespected, put down person in the world is the black man, and the most used person in the world is the black woman. So yes, it's a design plan that way. They have to keep us down, and they have to keep using our women. And the only reason they're using our women is so they can keep us down. But if we rise up and do what we're supposed to do, then we can stop them
Yo,
from
because
using our
Diddy's
women.
a bitch ass nigga.
Bird, same question.
I do believe the black man has a harder time proving his innocence, but you know, if you're innocent, shouldn't be that hard to prove.
Really?
Yeah. Tell it. Tell it, Bird.
Robert?
Tell it.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You called
Robert?
on me?
Yes.
Okay, let me explain something to you real quick. This is gonna be quick. Two people, because they was running together too, and they was running together with
Yes.
Clyde Davis. You have Diddy, you have Jay-Z, and you have Clyde Davis. Right now,
Andre Harrell.
right, this is dominoes falling. Right now, Diddy happened to be in custody, arrested, locked away for the time being. The reason why they did this to P. Diddy is almost like what happened to the Pudding Man. Let me just make this clear as day. Let me make this clear as day.
Bill the Pill.
All right, no one say nothing. You're gonna learn right now. Bill Cosby was trying to buy a network. You know what Diddy was trying to do? He was trying to buy BET. So Diddy's in jail before he got a chance to put his hands all over BET. What Jay-Z's trying to do right now is open a casino. Jay-Z's about to go down before that casino even get a chance to bid on it and own that casino.
He did that to Kanye. He was ready
They're
to buy
stopping
a black
all
bank.
of these big time black figures in the world before they come too big to stop them.
Yep.
No,
They did it
I
to
alluded to
Kanye, and he
that
played
earlier.
crazy.
don't be
I
that.
alluded to that earlier, Uncle Bro. With
They charge their fucking preachers. That's what they do.
All right.
the revolt
They
TV,
king
Uncle
of
Bro.
it.
I'm
Ain't
sorry, D. All I
nobody
try to do is
I
give
know,
you a little
Robert.
bit, and it does this.
I know. We're gonna move on to the next lady. Robert, thank you for that. We're gonna go to Kiana.
Thank you too, Charlie. That was a great info.
Kiana, same question. Do you think that black men have a hard time proving their innocence in a court of law?
Absolutely. If yes, he's famous, so he'll get some leeway, perhaps, because he has money to have hire lawyers. But someone brought up Epstein.
Mm-hmm.
He was not arrested, and he didn't have to stay in jail as until his trial was over. So
That's right.
there's a big difference. So that's one. And then somebody else stated that if you're innocent, it shouldn't be that hard to prove. There's two men. Well, one is actually, his execution was a few days ago. He was innocent, and there's a guy on death row, I think in Missouri, who will be executed maybe tomorrow. And there's plenty of evidence against him, I mean, for him, that he's innocent, but they're still
They
going to
killed him
execute
2
him.
hours
That is a
ago.
terrible story.
Wow.
Tiana, they killed him 2 hours ago.
See, therefore, yes.
And the first one she mentioned, he wasn't guilty at all. The white boy or whatever it was,
That's
came out
what she
and
just
said
was
that
saying.
he was coerced into saying that, you know, the dude was guilty because he was scared he was going to be in trouble by the police officers.
Terrible. Gigi?
Yeah.
Gigi?
It just ain't got no goddamn better.
Gina, you still with us? All right, we're gonna go to Patsy. Patsy, same question.
Most definitely, it is harder for a black man to prove his innocence.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my point.
I don't know what happened to Bodega and Itima. I mean, well, I got a text from Itima. She got called away for an emergency. Bodega, I don't know. Technical difficulties.
He was saying that he kept getting kicked out. That's what he was saying when he popped in.
All right, so I'm gonna go to Tanya, but I just wanted to see if those guys are still a part of it. Go ahead, Tanya. Same question. Do you think that Black men have a harder time proving their innocence?
Yes. Short and sweet.
Okay, so I'm gonna go right to the next question. If P. Diddy, Sean Combs is asked to testify during his court case, do you think that he will basically channel his inner Nino Brown and implicate others?
I don't think he's gonna make it to trial.
Right.
Go ahead, let Tanya answer, bro. We'll come to you. Go ahead, Tanya.
Oh, who said that? They don't think
Bird?
he's gonna make
That
it.
was Bird. But go ahead.
Yeah,
Bird.
Bird, I feel you with that. I feel you with that because that's just going too much against the establishment. I was gonna say, right, with that before you asked that question about the chips falling, is that wow, like you haven't seen anything about Jay-Z or Beyonce. They ain't nowhere to be found.
Right.
Well,
right.
little fun fact.
I just told you about him.
Well,
and if you want to know,
wait till I come to you, Robert. Wait till
okay, yeah.
Go ahead, T. Finish.
You said a little fun fact, but
I was gonna tell you that there was rumors of Jay-Z walking into the FBI headquarters and meeting with them.
He's messing with Damon Dash right now because Damon Dash is trying to sell his shares of the album he did with Jay-Z last, so he can pay off his child support, pay his taxes off, and something else. And Jigga is making it hard by giving out bogus information so he won't get the money he's trying to ask for.
All right, pause. Let's stick to the question at hand. Rob, the same question. Do you think that if Diddy is put on the stance in his defense, do you think he's gonna pull a Nino Brown and implicate others?
If he make it to his trial, he is gonna stand there and say, when they try to tell him his sentence, or maybe right before he thinks that they're gonna say it, he's gonna say, I told you people is bigger than me. And if you think FBI or the SWAT team or whoever went in my house that day is the only one that got video footage, I put these tapes in other people's hands just in case I didn't make it to trial or you guys don't show all the evidence about the politicians, the sports players, Hollywood actors and actresses, and the music industry. That tape was in my mama's hands, it's in some of my friends' hands, and all these tapes going to surface on the internet where we would see the truth if the court don't present it and give him the fair trial, lock everybody up.
Okay. Bird?
You sure have some tail, nigga.
You started speaking on it. Go ahead, Bird.
Oh, he ain't gonna make it. He ain't gonna make it to trial. If he don't get bailed out, he ain't gonna make it. They're gonna kill him in jail some way, somehow. The industry and the powers that be that are gonna be afraid to get exposed are gonna have him assassinated in prison. Mark today's date. September 24th, 2024, Diddy hangs himself in prison.
All right, and you heard it first here on the Still a Man podcast. And if this happens, it'll be breaking news. We'll be talking about it
tomorrow.
So, Gregory, you've been alluding to this all night long. So the question now at hand is on you. If Diddy is called to the stands, do you think that he is going to become Nino?
When that man gets on that stand and tells the prosecution, sit your $5 ass before I make change. And then he starts to tell his story about how it's bigger than Diddy. If now, like they said, because this is all hypothetically speaking, if he makes it to this trial where he's gonna speak, but his soul is required in hell, like the dude said at the end of
the On that note, Sean,
now hold on, not 1 minute.
Go ahead. You better stop watching New Jack City. Go ahead.
Just think about it though. He's placed in the same prison that Epstein was in on suicide watch.
I heard that.
Like
Oh
Epstein.
my lord. Yep.
You don't think this man's gonna be found hung in his cell like Epstein was? I don't know what to tell you.
He getting distorted in jail.
The only difference between him and Epstein, they're not letting Diddy off a suicide watch. 6 days before
Yeah,
Epstein
but
was
he's
found,
getting extorted in
before he
jail.
was found in his room hung, they had took him off a suicide watch. That opened up the gates so somebody can get in there and do what they need to do to this man.
Well, listen, we ain't going nowhere.
All right, stop right there.
That's
Good,
all.
Sean, same question. Do you feel that if Diddy is put on the stand, he is going to pull a Nino Brown and implicate others?
Excuse me. Yes, he has no choice because there's no way he's going to eat all these charges for the simple fact that he's going to let it be known I'm not the big dog that you all think I am.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Dude, it's on you. Same question.
The day before he gets on the stand, he ain't leaving the jailhouse because he ain't gonna wake up.
Oh.
Yeah.
And not gonna let him get on the stand. He's not gonna get on the stand. Boy, if he get on the stand, boy, he ain't getting on the stand. They ain't gonna let him make it to the stand.
Daddy told you your show is required in hell.
He didn't understand already. That's why his ass is in there.
Well, his ass is not getting on the stand.
Okay. Patsy, same question.
Yeah, he might not make it to trial, but if he does, he's gonna get, like everybody else is saying, he's gonna get murdered while he in jail, either before or after the fact.
This is terrible.
Extortion.
Pat, Tanya, same question.
He's not gonna make it. If he does make it like they said, I see him pulling a Nino.
Okay.
But I don't know if he's gonna make it. I don't know.
Okay.
TD Jake's gonna be the one to get out and shoot him.
Stop it. Gigi.
He's the bastard that
Jake
got
has been on a Diddy free.
Gina. Go ahead, Gina.
He's gonna be visiting him for sure.
Gina, you still with us? Okay, I think we might have lost Gigi. Kiana, you still with us?
Yeah, I'm still here.
All right, Duchess. Same question. If he's put on stand, do you think that Puffy is going to become Nino Brown and implicate others?
I think he would. I'm going to pray that nobody does anything to him because he has a right to a fair trial before somebody makes a decision for him.
Well, if he already like men, so he like big dicks in his asshole.
Timmy. Kiana, was you finished there?
Timmy, have you ever been swallowed up?
Yes, I'm done. Timmy can have the show.
Timmy, stop. Pause. Kiana, we got two more questions. Y'all thank y'all for staying with us tonight. We're talking about damn Diddy's legal charges and what his outcome may be. The question at hand right now is: do you think the billionaire bad boy has enough money to buy his freedom? Kiana.
That's a tough one. I mean, I think he has enough money to have a trial, but to buy his freedom, I don't think any black man has enough money to buy their freedom.
Okay. Well said.
Warned you, didn't I? I warned you, didn't
Patsy? Same question, Patsy.
That's questionable. I'm gonna go with the same answer. You might have the money for the lawyers and the trial and stuff like this, but once that gets through, if he needs to buy his freedom out. He's gonna have to work in that jail to really put out that money
Okay.
with what he has left over.
Tanya, same question. Do you think the billionaire bad boy has enough money to buy his freedom?
No.
Simply no. Timmy, be brief but be brilliant. Do you think the bad boy has enough money to buy his freedom?
He said, I warned you, didn't I? Then get his ass.
Dude, you still with us?
What you say again, Dave?
The
I just
question
got in the
is,
car.
do you think the billionaire bad boy has enough money to buy his freedom?
No. No. I want to tell you why. Because if it was just about the men thing, yeah, maybe he could have got over to that. But they're not having you doing that shit to women no more. They're not having that.
Right.
It's not. If Weinstein went down and they all went down for it, you know his ass is going down for it. He don't got more power than what Weinstein had. So if Weinstein went down, his ass is going down.
And Harvey.
And
Yep.
Jeffrey.
Yeah, Harvey and Jeffrey. Yeah, you're right.
Yep.
Weinstein and Epstein.
And then if Trump does win, Trump don't like stuff like that, so he gonna make sure they all come out because he was.
Yes,
that's the reason
sir.
Epstein
Bring it
got caught.
back. Make
Epstein got
America
caught on his
great.
watch.
All right. So stay tuned for that. Sean, same question. Do you think the bad boy has enough money to buy his freedom?
No, sir. Because if he did, they would have gave him bail.
Exactly.
Okay.
You know, Harvey didn't get bail either.
You guys are missing the bigger picture.
Don't worry about it. Bird, do you think that he has enough money to buy his freedom?
Yep. And it's not going to be all his money. It's going to be the powers that are out there that are on these tapes that don't want this to be seen. Either they, like I said, either they kill Diddy or they get Diddy off. They can't be exposed. America's superpowers don't want to be exposed.
I would agree with Bird on
Doesn't have
one
enough
thing.
money.
I would agree with Bird on one thing. In order for they're the ones that had to say the hey to go get him. They're the ones that had to say the hey to go get him, or he wouldn't have been touched at all. So that means they wiping their hands with them, and all that evidence, like you said, is being collected now, and they're gonna shift out what they're gonna let people know.
Yep. They're not going to produce all that evidence, but let's be real. There's some secret evidence that I guarantee they ain't got.
That's
Ain't got it all.
That's what I told you guys earlier.
They don't got it all. He's gonna pull out. If he makes it to trial, he's gonna pull some shit literally
That's what
out
I
of his
told
ass
you guys earlier.
and shock the world.
Gregory, same question.
Have you ever been swallowed up?
He's getting implicated.
Go ahead, Gregory.
Have you ever been swallowed up? Is the question, Uncle D.
I don't.
If the good power bottom TD Jakes is in jail right now serving time, and he didn't pay his way to get out, and he got billions of dollars. What makes you
Jakes
think
is in jail?
The good power
See, I
bottom
wasn't
TD
supposed to
Jakes
tell Gregory that earlier.
is in jail.
All right, so we
Well,
don't.
he
Gentlemen, let's keep it to what it is. We are almost done. We got one more question.
Part of this.
Gregory.
They all going. Basically, what I'm saying, Uncle D, is he don't got no money to pay himself out of this. They want to kill them next.
The Congress don't want to help his ass because he's lying to them.
Rob, it's your turn.
His congregation, I meant to say.
Go ahead,
his
Robert.
congregation.
Well, could he pay his way out?
Could he buy his freedom?
To buy his freedom, they would allow him to do this: give up the $50 million, give up his home equity, give up his passport, give up his children's passports, give up his mother's home and her passport. They denied him. That would have brought his freedom. He would have been out, and if he was a flight risk, he would have been able to go to a country where they might not been able to get him. I'm pretty sure Diddy got money.
Extradited.
I'm pretty sure he got money in different countries. This 800 something million that he got left on books because he had to pay out money. He was $1 billion something. He had to pay out, maybe around $300 million and all this shit he's going through right now. And the
So
casting
he
and
had
a
a
lot of
billion
people.
now.
So now to make that, short, I just want to say I don't think he's going to be able to buy his freedom. But I do believe in this. Let them try to play him in that courtroom because they don't want him to expose judges, politicians, and all those other people that was in on what they made possible. He had different takes. And I said maybe his mother, his friends, someone that he can really trust is going to present this shit to social media. Because social media is the big explosion machine where you can't bring this in a court of law and think they're going to say, here, this is evidence easy. You might as well have 10 people or more flood that damn internet with videos at one time.
Okay. All right, Key, it's on you, Duchess. Did I ask you that question? I'm kind of losing track.
No, you did. I got you, Dave.
I'm sorry. What? There were like several things going
Do
on.
you think the billionaire bad boy has enough money to buy his freedom?
Oh, you already asked me this question. I
All
said,
right, and that's why I was asking. That I asked you. All right, this is the last question of the night, ladies and gentlemen. The question is: do you think that Puffy, Sean Combs, is being targeted by greater evil?
Fucks no, he is the great evil. That's
Gregory, wait till it comes to you. Go ahead, Chi.
oh, the question was for me. Do I
Yes.
think that he's a greater evil?
Do you think that he's being targeted?
I don't know what that means.
Do you think he's being targeted by a greater evil, someone that's more sinister, someone that's more powerful than him?
So it's on now. Do I think that he's being targeted by
a greater evil?
Hello?
A greater evil, someone far more powerful than him.
We lost her, I guess.
All right, when she get,
I know. I'm sorry. I was outside, but now I hear you again. I mean, I guess if the allegations are proven true, he has no one else to blame but himself for doing the deeds that he did. So, do I think that he was targeted because other people are saying that there could be some conspiracies because he was trying to exceed what he was trying to break the glass ceiling of what they allow Black people to do? I don't know.
Well said, well said. We're gonna go to Patsy next. Patsy, do you think that Mr. Combs is being targeted by greater evil?
He could be targeted by a greater evil if the person or group of people that's the greater evil were the ringleader to teaching him and getting him into this ring of bad behavior. That's a good possibility, but I don't know. We'll see how stuff goes and plays along.
Okay. Stay tuned.
Why do you think Oprah is staying away from him?
All right,
She
Timmy,
was at those swinging parties too.
You've been very voiceful tonight. I'm gonna let you go ahead and answer the question next. So do you think that he's being targeted by a greater evil?
Oh no. But it could be because see, first thing we have to know as pick-me niggas, that's what he was, a pick-me nigga. You do the fuck we tell you to do and don't step out of line. As long as you stay in line, you my puppet, you my bitch, sorta. You my bitch, and you do as I tell you to do. You step out of line, I'll spank your ass because I know everything that you done. And I might stick you in the ass.
Okay,
For
so
good measure.
that being said, you guys, I want you to know that everything Timmy said tonight is being brought to you by Terrible Terramonda Tuesday, and that's it for him tonight. Tanya, question at him: do you think that he's being targeted by a greater evil?
He could be targeted, but I would venture to say maybe he is serving his purpose. Maybe he's in the right place at the right time and facing justice for all that he's done, and he's being used as the catalyst to open to take the covers off of everybody else. Basically, God uses good people. He used the evil just as much as he uses the good. So maybe he's utilizing him to get rid to shine a light on to bring to justice all those who have been doing wrong.
But the evil get away with it longer more than the good
I
people.
said that's it for Terramonda Tuesday. We're gonna go to.
Did I make myself clear?
Go ahead, Tanya.
Did I make myself clear? That's what I'm saying. Does everybody understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
You made yourself clear.
We're gonna go to Dude next. You still with us, Dude? I think we might have lost Dude because he was driving. All right, Sean, it's on you. Do you think that Sean Combs is being targeted by a greater evil, someone far more wealthier and powerful than him?
Oh yeah, he's been taken down by his peers.
What? I don't. Go ahead, Sean.
I said he's being taken down by his peers.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right, Sean. Dude, one more time. We'll try to come to you. Are you still with us?
Okay, repeat the question again, because I am driving.
The question out here is: do you think that Mr. Combs, P. Diddy, is being targeted by a greater evil, someone far more powerful and sinister than him?
Yeah, but I think he crossed the line somewhere. Once you cross the line somewhere, then they open the gates for you to be taken, and they allow all your protection to come off of you. He should know, because he did the same thing with Biggie. When Biggie wanted to leave and go with Tupac and start their own label, he took his protection off from him. So if something happens to him when he's out in LA, it wouldn't. I can't use my money or my resources on him because he's gonna no longer be an artist for me. So he's gonna be out in LA. So whatever happens, happens.
He brought him out there. He set him up.
This way, Robert, it's coming to you.
Yeah.
Yep. But go ahead, Rob. You can finish. That was it.
All right, Gregory.
Yeah, let me add to what I was saying earlier. When he joins these crazy clubs, and he's a part of the greater evil, is what I was saying earlier, because he joined this club and these people are doing this to him now. They might be after him a little bit. Is that what you was alluding to, right? That there's somebody doing this to him, but because he's a part of this club, you shouldn't feel bad for this man that has done this evil. He's been doing evil, so he's reaping what he sowed.
Oh, go ahead and say it. All right, Bird, same question.
You got too smart for the British, say.
Bird, you still with us? All right, I think we might have lost Bird. Robert, I'm gonna let you wrap it up. Same question. Do you think that Mr. Combs, aka P. Diddy, is being targeted by a greater evil, someone more sinister and powerful than him?
I mean, I can speculate and say, because we are in the time of election, I can say what better time to have a distraction come out right now, because they could have pushed this back after January or February and brought Puff's case into the limelight. But because there were terrible things Donald was being looked at
No,
for.
because they try to kill Donald. They try to distract you.
Dave, I
Don't,
didn't say
don't
nothing.
you ever say nothing different.
I didn't say nothing while he was talking, but I'm gonna finish. Because Donald was doing terrible things and saying the same for years. He might have been one of the people that said, you know, hey, that Puff Daddy dude, I know all about his freak offs. My son knows about it. They all knew about it because they speak about it today. They even got funny videos going on right now with Donald and Pop. So this is
All
what I'm telling you
speculation,
is
Uncle Rob, all
entwined some
speculation.
way. But to sum it up, is it a greater evil? There's always a greater evil out here in our world that will shine or set you up. What Diddy needs to do, or he can't do it now, what he should have done, and like everyone else, if you want change and you don't want to be a product of your environment, change the people you sit with in your environment.
Amen.
All right. And that being said, I'm just going to tell you this. Mr. Combs has been living his whole life since the 90s like a movie. Yes, you are the leading actor. You are the star of this motion picture. And yes, this whole thing is going to play out on the big screen. So everybody stay tuned. This has been the Still a Man podcast. Thank you for coming. We'll see you next week. God bless you. Good night.